Is he on? Yeah.
Oh wait, I remember. 99. What am I? Oh yeah, wait, I did have a lot of them.
Yeah, you know, child youth services on base, they're increasing their what yeah, but it's by $1. Mm-hmm. What? Well, he knows where Kansas is. So I'm gonna go get some. Bring us some back. Taco John's is the shit.
Just Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Dallas always tries to load up the guys that can stretch things down. Their latest pickup is wide receiver Jalen Tolbert at the University of South Alabama, who brings a well-rounded game to the field, and he uses it there to pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. First down, Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
What up, Reese? What up, Dave?
Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Let's keep getting beat deep, Reese. I don't get it. I don't get it.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with him. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Our handoff running left is Gibson.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now an option play on 2nd down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet.
Why did he
sweep.
stop?
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Wentz to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that big game may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Bates, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Appreciate it, eh?
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Bring it back.
Out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs. It's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They get him to the ground on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They were handed great great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wentz. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson.
There it is.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Oh, come on.
He's past the 30. There he goes, left side.
Kidding me.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you take on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
What up, Ike?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any
throw it
rules
away.
for this group right now. This is a hungry group.
If it wasn't for that damn kickoff return.
Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz flush to his right. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. again on second down. Wentz. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Wentz.
Throw it away. Fuck.
Cowboys sack. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking.
It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough,
getting better passing, Mike. Getting a little bit better.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman.
Now if I can just stop getting beat fucking deep, man, my fucking corners are so damn slow.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change
53. I would do anything for you if you please block that guy. You ran right by him.
Try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wentz. Got his target, Samuel. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Yes, sir.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Jesus, he almost broke another one.
He'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Well, he tries to force it in.
There you go, Curl.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the
What's happening? Oh, he's ready?
They're going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Second down and a run by Robinson.
Run that motherfucker over.
Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
53. Fucking block someone, bro.
Up to the 49.
Fuck.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wentz will keep it, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
Oh my God, you really ran into me, you dickhead.
Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Blitz now to throw.
Oh, fucking person.
But this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt
That
pretty
was on
one-sided to
me.
this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Moore, and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, I should have threw that fucking ball. It's all good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
We'll be all right.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception.
Man, you got to hold them.
Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Oh my God, this.
Only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh my God.
It's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a
Actually,
football.
gonna fix it.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
What up, Chevy?
And it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, and with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try to hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Let's see if he got it in him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick
I would do
themselves
anything.
up and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No, shit, wrong guy.
Right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 27, Wentz. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Finding Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Gibson here running out of the gun.
My God, 53, hold your fucking block.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Wentz to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
I know, I was trying to hit him.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington.
There we go.
Scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, They got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
There it is. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
GG's.
So a victory here
There you
for
go,
the
Wentz.
Commanders. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
Wentz had himself a day.
So for Washington, it'll be a 500
Your ass out of here,
start
Prescott.
as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Okay. Hey, I got all my staff goals. Look at that. All right, let's see. What do we get, y'all? Failure to keep. What? The fuck? Why am I getting -5 around when we fucking won? Jonathan Allen will have his X Factor active for the entire next game. Yes, sir. Who do I play next? Oh, it's Herb. Fuck. Pulled groin.